Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. I hope you are well and rested and ready to get productive. Okay. Thank you so much for coming back. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new to the space, welcome. And to my A1s who are my day ones, I love you. And the divine loves you. Thank you for everything you do for our space. To the Soul Tribe family as a whole, I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you for everything that you do for our space. Liking, sharing, subscribing, getting the messages out there, however you see fit to contribute to this space. I am truly grateful. Let's tap in. At this time, Divine, I ask that you continue to keep us with protection during this read, all reads, and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it. Ashe and thank you. All right, y'all. So, in getting all my decks together, this deck had one card that was turned over, and it's this one, Secrets, okay? So, and at the bottom, Revenge, okay? So here's the thing. I feel like there was a lot of secrets that have just been exposed, okay? People are behind the scenes being judged for these secrets because they were actually hiding the truth, okay? This is giving me the energy of people trying to paint a narrative of you that really didn't exist. Okay, it's never been your character. Okay, somebody tried to say you were a gold digger, and you're not. Somebody tried to say you're a liar, and you're not. Somebody tried to say you were manipulative, and you're not. Because first of all, family, you don't operate or function or maneuver in any kind of way. You move strictly out of facts and truth. Period. Period. Because there's no other way to move. Okay. These people right now, they are very upset. Okay, because the hidden truth was they were seeking revenge on you for years. Their patterns jumped out. They started enjoying the show, okay? And this was all about getting even. Very childish behavior, okay? Very childish behavior, all right? Their secrets are out. They've been exposed, okay? Ooh, and then when I turn it over, well, wait a minute. That was at the bottom. Yeah. Something here about a union, some sort of reconciliation, or someone coming back into your life. They want a second chance to rebuild with you. Okay. This is a total different energy from this over here. Okay. I feel like over here you were dealing with corporations. The secrets are out behind a lot of corporations. Okay. I feel like these corporations were the gatekeepers. hmm Okay. With this energy right here, yeah. So the gatekeepers have been exposed and now they're being judged for hiding the real truth. And the real truth was they were seeking revenge the whole time. Revenge, revenge for you standing up for yourself. That's this is one thing I have realized. People do not want you to stand up for yourself. They want you to lay down and take whatever abuse that they give to you. This union right here, this is a reconciliation with someone from your past. And I'm going to tell you, this energy from your past was very secretive, very mystical. Okay. It's almost kind of like they too were hiding something because they didn't want you to judge them. Mm, okay. This may have been somebody that was very mysterious in your life. Okay. Tell me more about these secrets. Yeah. These secrets are based off of jealousy, talking behind your back, being envious, pettiness, okay, attention seeking. Okay, these are a lot of energies out here that they want the attention that maybe you're getting, family. Okay, you may be getting a lot of attention. Okay, and it's not like you are seeking it, It is just whatever it is that you're doing, you're getting attention. Okay. Um, I feel like, for the energy I'm picking up right now, you're not really an attention seeker. I'm picking up a survivor type energy. You're just surviving, okay? And I know some people get offended with that. They're like, "Nah, I'm not surviving. I'm living." Okay, well, fine. You're living. But for who this message is resonating with, you're a survivor. You have had to weather a lot of storms. And the storms that you've been weathering, they weren't storms that were the average storm. They were complex. There were many players. These storms were, questionable on who you could trust, who you could believe in. These storms were based off of, who was supportive of you. Many of you didn't even have support, or whatever you were going through, no one could relate to it. So therefore, you didn't have support. You couldn't go to anybody for any advice. When you did seek advice, they just told you to learn how to cope with things because that's the way of the world type energy. Okay. I'm also picking up that, your survival techniques are kind of like, I don't want to say they're ancient, but in a sense they are, because it's like you go back to the basics, right? Things have evolved so much that many people forget about the basics. hmm Many people forget about, what what is ground zero, right? Most people don't even have a ground zero. They already start elevated because they start that way through someone they knew, or, just it was a hierarchy that was already set up for them, okay? A hierarchy of elevation, all right? Whereas you, family, I'm picking up on the energy where, there wasn't a starting point for you. You just had to go for it. You're a risk taker. You're willing to take the risk. Uh-huh. And risk is not a comfortable place. Okay. I feel like because of these secrets of people hiding the truth being exposed, now they're being judged for actually really being jealous of you. Defiling your name, messing up your whole life, okay, however they saw fit. I feel like, there's justice here for this, okay? Some of these people are going to be facing legal matters. There's going to be ending their relationships, getting divorces, okay? There could be legal papers involved right now, as well as court visits taking place, okay? Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of opinions now, okay? Um, and oh, I said opinions, but this is options. Um, I feel like with the opinions that I just picked up on, it's like I feel like a lot of people have the opinions pertaining to who they trusted, okay, or who they were loyal to during a time. I feel like they're starting to realize that these energies were just doing them, okay? They were actually, juggling connections, okay? And people are starting to see that they were addicted to playing this game. And this game is a game that is really built off of them feeling as they will never ever fail. They can never fail. The system wasn't set up for them to fail. They had many, many options in doing them. I feel like that has a lot to do with this revenge. They were doing them, juggling connections, addictions, and the players. Mm. Hmm. Tell me more. Hmm. I just heard the Truman Show. Yeah, they did things on their terms. It was all about their terms. hmm I feel like these terms, had nothing to do with, you know, them working it out with you, negotiating anything with you, or even begging you. It was actually the opposite. They wanted you to try to work out everything with them. They wanted you to negotiate with them. They wanted you to come running and begging them. Mm, okay. Wow. And there was some sort of union here. Now, this union with this reconciliation, this is coming from someone from your past, right? They may have thought you were a clown, okay, with your appearance, some sort of humiliation or feeling ashamed. But that clown came out in the reverse, okay? So there's nothing wrong with your appearance and how you show up, okay? You have nothing to be ashamed about, and you are walking humility. You've been humiliated so much in your life to where that humiliation has actually built humbleness within you. This is fire. Somebody's fired up about that. Okay. They're furious. I also feel like somebody's furious because somebody tried to make you look like a clown and you're not that. This energy that wants to reconcile with you knows you're not a clown. But whoever tried to make you appear to be a clown, they are furious about that. It says furious with rage, building up emotions, and overwhelming thoughts. They are very angry. Okay. So I don't know if this energy is aware of what you have been possibly going through or have been through, or yeah, it's currently happening to you. But someone is very upset because somebody tried to make you out to be a clown that you're not. And someone that knows you or has, had some sort of union with you in the past or possibly even in the future, okay? They know you're not a clown. Mm. And at the bottom of the deck, we have butterflies. They know that you're a very devoted type of energy. You're somebody that can't stop smiling. Even during the pressure, you're still happy, grateful, and feeling complete. Somebody knows this about you because I feel like they once upon a time also viewed you as possibly being a clown until you prove different. I feel like somebody out here just knows that you're very humble. Somebody just knows you're just very humble. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're not slow. You're just humble. You don't take things for granted. You're grateful for everything. And I feel like you move with the divine source, the Almighty. Hmm. Like you are one with the divine. You are one with source. They see your devotion. They see your devotion in everything that you do. Despite what's going on behind the scenes, they see your devotion. Okay? Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. You may have been separated from this energy. There's a silence here. They could be longing for you, but they're distant from you. I feel like somebody has watched somebody play in your energy field and they really know how you are. But this separation, I feel like, has someone angry because they're not used to being separated from you or something like that, or they're used to, I don't know. Tell me why separation's here. It feels to me like, they're used to being able to tap in whenever they want to, but now something around the spring took place. Yeah. They don't know if you're with a new boo or not. Ah, so there was some separation around the springtime. Could have been spring of last year. Mm-hmm. And a new boo stepped in. Mm. So somebody here feels like there was a separation because a new boo stepped stepped in around the spring of last year. This new boo brings about a happy place, new love blossoming, possibly even enjoying each other. So I wonder if this union had something to do with these secrets and these revengeful type of tactics. Jeez. You could be dealing with two masculine or two feminine energies. Take it how it resonates. Tell me more about the secrets, jealousy, and justice, please. It was a facade. Really? So these secrets, jealousy, and justice were a facade, putting on a front. These people were people pleasing with hidden motive, weird, strange behavior. Oh boy. So these were all people pleasers, Muppets, puppeteers. They were being puppeted. Okay, interesting. Tell me more about this revenge options and terms. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So there's a water sign. I'm just going to tell you right now, hard Scorpio energy, okay? There's a water sign out here, family, that I swear to God, they can't stand you. They really don't like you. Mm-mm, not at all. It's almost giving me the energy of, you may be this water sign's challenge. They've never been challenged before, but you are this water sign's challenge. This water sign has worked with your enemies to affect you and to bring you down in some kind of way. It is a water sign, no doubt about it. Even though you've had so much opposition come up against you, you've had so many energies and entities surrounding you your entire life, trying to pull you down however they could. I feel like there is a very jealous, petty, envious water sign in your energy. And you have been this water sign's biggest challenge. And they have worked with your enemies. But I feel like at the bottom of the deck here, oh, you can see it. I didn't even pay attention. At the bottom of the deck here, whoever you've been separated from around the spring, and I don't know what the spring of what year, okay? Um, this energy here can appreciate something about you, okay? And they may be letting you know this. They may be enjoying you, or they had enjoyed you and your good vibes. But I feel like they also know that you are up against a lot of opposition and a lot of chaos. Someone trying to create chaos. You also have a jealous energy here. With this fired up, they're very jealous because they didn't see the fact that you weren't some clown. Now that they are able to see that you're not some sort of clown, they're really fired up because they know in their stomach, with these butterflies in their stomach, that you wouldn't dare give them another chance. They feel like their time is up. There was a deadline here or something like that. And they're on edge about this because there has been some sort of divine intervention here. Somebody here is feeling like they can't wait any longer. Hmm. Oh, I feel like there's I also feel like there's somebody that's sitting up here, y'all, and they're pissed off because you were supposed to do something their way, and instead you're doing something your way. Okay, whatever this is, you're doing it your way. And this has somebody fired up too. Elaborate on these secrets, jealousy, justice, and facade. Yeah, it was all about making it rain. That's it. Mm-hmm. Somebody wanted to take whatever it was that you created. You may be an entrepreneur. You may have manifested some sort of abundance in your life. This was going to help you with any sort of legal matter that came your way, if there were any legal matters to come your way. But someone wanted your abundance. And that's the secret that's out. Okay. Elaborate on this jealousy. Yeah. Jealous because these people live a double life. You don't. You don't have secret affairs. You don't have any hidden truths. You're not in some sort of emotional betrayal, and you're not living a lie. Hmm. Okay. Elaborate on this justice, please, and thank you, Spirit. Yeah. This justice is something happening in the background. It's secretive. It could have been sneaky, dishonest, mysterious, or hiding information. There could be, something that is happening within the justice system, within the legal system. They could have been hiding information pertaining to something that they knew. They were watching you, maybe watching them, maybe watching all parties involved. Okay. Wow. And that facade, look, Inferno flips out. Okay. So that facade of possibly you being in some sort of depression or self-sabotage or, life in flames and a breaking point, it flipped out in the reverse. So somebody that thought you were going through some sort of depression and self-sabotage and all of this and that, it was a facade. They were putting on a front, or they thought you were never like that. You just had to take a step back and a breather here. Okay. Somebody could have been acting like whatever you had done had them feeling depressed. Okay. Had them feeling like, their life was going up in flames, but that was all a facade. This feels to me like somebody that did something to you, or, claimed you did something to them. They were lying. They were never living in depression. That was a lie. So somebody lied on you. Somebody tried to say that, you did something to them and their life has been turned upside down because of it. That's a lie. They're a liar. This is how maybe the legal system got involved, is because, and I'm just picking up on some weird energy right now, but this is like, the good old boy type energy, or good old gal type energy. How dare they do that to you? And you ain't do nothing to nobody. Okay? Tell me about this revenge. Elaborate on this revenge, please, and thank you. Uh-oh. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to ask Spirit to do that again, y'all, because it said thinking of you in 1111 energy, right? And that made me feel like, somebody could have possibly been wanting to tap into your Akashic records. But let's see. Tell me about the revenge. Please elaborate. Thank you. Yeah, this revenge is behind unfinished business. Yep. Somebody here is upset. They feel like there's a lot of unfinished business when it comes to you. These people are crazy. Yeah. Somebody here wanted to teach you a lesson, wanted you to learn some sort of a lesson. They wanted you to go through some sort of tough time, okay? When it came to some sort of growth and leveling up, okay? Tell me about these options. I had called them opinions. Yeah. Message. Somebody wanted to see the options that you would take. They were having conversations behind closed doors, conference room, meeting halls. Tell me about the terms. Somebody could have been wanting to push you into some sort of intimacy, trying to pull you magnetically towards them, wanting you to reach out to them during times of, oppression, repression, and reproach. Mm. Okay. Good Lord. Tell me about this water sign. Hey, look, they did not want to get caught. Okay, that's the thing. The water sign didn't want to get caught. They didn't want to get busted. They didn't want no detective to be hot on their heels. They wanted to, keep these secrets that have been exposed hidden. They did not want to feel any sort of shock. This water sign didn't want to get caught. Mm, ain't this a bitch? Oh, quick disclosure, I do cuss and curse to speak the truth and call our names when guided too. Yeah. They could have been this person, this union from the past. They were snooping. They were getting readings on you. They were going to other people. They've been stalking you on your social media. Definitely. Tell me more about this clown in reverse. And that's why. That's why that clown's in the reverse too. They didn't want to look like a clown to their friends, okay? And then you get the love affair in reverse. So this water sign could have been somebody you was dealing with, right? And they were a player. They were always in third party situations, hooking up and possibly even having sexually transmitted demons. You didn't want to even deal with that. And that's another problem. You're not a clown and you were not about to be a part of a third party situation. So this water sign is definitely in the loop when it comes to what you've been experiencing. Mm, mm, mm. This fired up is being revealed with toxic love. This is a toxic, listen, this motherfucker's petty. This is definitely somebody you was sleeping with. Okay? You could have been sleeping with this person on and off for years. But this person right here is petty as hell, family. This was a toxic love. They had toxic patterns, addictions, manipulation, and dysfunction like a motherfucker. Okay? I'm just going to tell you right now. This water sign is crazy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy picking up hard, strong ass scorpionic energy. Cancerian energy as well. This is somebody as well, a Cancer. You were dealing with a Cancer. Okay? You could be a Pisces moon. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Tell me about these butterflies. Yeah. They're constantly thinking of you. They're thinking of the good times. This is giving me an energy that knows you ain't coming back to them because you got a new boo in your future. This new boo that's coming in is somebody that's going to appreciate you. Whoever you were dealing with in the past, they didn't appreciate you. But now they want to think about you. They're missing you. They could be grieving you, fixated on you. I'm telling you, trying to manifest a reunion. Because this water sign, ain't no way in hell. Okay? Ain't no way in hell. I feel like they have worked with a lot of people to really bring you a lot of heartache. hmm They have worked with a lot of people to bring you heartache. Move this over here. Tell me more about this separation. Yeah, you're separated from someone. You haven't had any contact with them. You could have blocked this energy, okay? Or given this energy some sort of silent treatment here. Elaborate on this around the spring. Mm. Yes, they were contemplating. Somebody's been contemplating. I feel like they were contemplating about coming back, knocking on your door. Literally. They were weighing out the options, going back and forth, not really knowing, if they were sure of you or not. But I also feel like they were contemplating your reaction if they knocked on your door. Okay. Mm. And this new boo. And look what comes out. Reconciliation. Somebody here is willing now to put in the work for better communication, getting back, getting back together and an equal give and take. Okay. Elaborate on this appreciation. Yeah. Somebody is finally starting to appreciate you because they see that you are envied. They see that a lot of people have been doing black magic. They're jealous of you and they're holding a grudge, maybe even possibly mad because you're gone. You're not with them anymore, or you're not doing something that would allow them to, abuse you anymore because that's all it was. It was abuse. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck after all of that shuffling, somebody knows that you do receive guidance through your faith. You've been healing on this journey for a long time and you listen to your intuition, your dreams, and you are dedicated to your spiritual journey. Mhm. Mm. All right, family. So that is the message. Okay, I hope it brings you some sort of clarity. All right. Thank you so much for tapping in. Let's close out. At this time, Divine, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe, and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.